Psych, no, I'm back. Part 2, that blood. Because it goes a little bit deeper than that. I just wanted to wrap that one up. I thought it was getting long. Alright, so listen. Okay. You're aware. No more need for these. Discuss the liquid assets, cash, money, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Now. Okay, your blood, it's carrying light. It's carrying nutrients. It's carrying this. It's carrying that. It's carrying estrogen, testosterone. Just different types of nutrients, proteins being developed within the blood. The blood comes from the bone marrow. Okay, so basically, okay, the blood is like the life force, Okay, and then there's water in your blood. Okay, because that's also a component of the blood. Because you see, don't you see 2 hydrogens? I see 2 hydrogens, and I see other oxygen. So that's just, you know, just like I said, water in the blood. Okay, so water's conscious, blood's conscious. Fee, fi, fo, fum. I smell the blood of an Englishman. Your blood has a frequency. Your blood has a vibration. All atoms are constantly moving. What is movement? Vibration. What is sound? Air pressure going up and down. The sine wave. Right? Okay. So, sound and light. Light moves through solid. It doesn't move through solids. It's blocked by solids. I mean, now the only solid it goes through is glass or like crystals and stuff. I mean, if they're transparent in that type of nature. And then we know like straight solids like walls and stuff block out light, or like really solid objects that are non-transparent. And then we know that water, light goes only but so far within water, but then it becomes void. And we know water is a mirror, a conductor, and a porthole. You know what I'm saying? And we also know that light can be amplified through glass depending on if it's magnified or not. So this is the key thing. Then artificial light is what? It's LEL, natural LEL that comes from the actual earth being controlled. So what's the blood of the earth? Blood of the earth is, I would want to say, water, because what makes the plants and everything grow? What does everything actually eventually have to go to at the end of the day? Water. You have to go get a drink of water. You have to go relieve yourself when you go pee. You relieve yourself water. You know, you boil your noodles with water. The plants go to where they go to the ground with their roots to get the rainwater. Water falls from the sky. Yada, yada, yada. You exercise, time under tension, tut. You sweat your water, your salt water. Your impurities come out your pores. This is what happens. You get bust down like that. Now, you have to understand that. Overstand that. I gotta, oh man, spells. I've been so indoctrinated with my number 2 shit pencil. I just, speaking all types of messed up English over here. Got you casting it too. Sorry, I'm trying to stay online. Stay on the path. I just can't. I make mistakes. I'm sorry. So, I'm trying not to make them. Overstand this, please. So, it's the frequency, man. It's the frequency of your blood. The blood is, the heart, what pumps your blood is the heart. So that's the EKG meter, heart meter. Boom, boom, boom. Looks just like the pulse wave on a synthesizer. And see, that's why I say the grand architect is definitely a mathematician and a mad magician. And these people put me in a bad position. I'm telling you that this shit's crazy. This shit is crazy. Definitely a mathematician, because when you look at, you gotta look at nature. Go look at, you gotta get the God eyesight, okay? And you have to look at things and the peculiarities in nature very closely, and understand that every leaf has its own unique quality. Every little bug, leaf, living creature has its own unique quality. No squirrel's the same. I don't care what you say. Oh, this is another squirrel. Yeah, that's another squirrel, but that squirrel's definitely different from that squirrel over there. They might have the same color. They both might be flying squirrels. They both might be red squirrels. Whatever. You know what I'm saying? There are many different types of crows. My name's just Corvus, man. You can identify me as whatever crow you want or raven you want to. That's cosmopolitan. I'm worldwide, so define me how you want. Just make sure you put worldwide behind it, okay? Worldwide crow crew. This is how we do. So, like I told you, okay? Okay, now, if your blood and the waters combined, right? Then you have metal, the inorganic metal, the natural iron, right? Okay, how alchemy works, blood and alchemy and magic, all this goes into one, okay? All this goes into one because, okay, the blood has chemical properties, but each of these chemical properties, they all have like their ions and stuff. They have electrons, they got protons and neutrons, right? So you have your oxygen that has 8. The hydrogen's 1, the carbon is 6. You got the nitrogen. Oh man, I can't shoot from the hip. I don't remember everything offhand, but I have these in my notes. They're nearby. But what's nitrogen 7? Yeah. So and then I'm getting back to this type of stuff. See, okay, when you look, you see it. I'm busting it down for you. I'm trying to just have this stuff on deck. So your ions, okay, within the blood there's the electric. That's why there's the current noise. So when you spill your blood, you know what I mean, and you use it over intent, you know what I mean, that is the most hands down powerful magic that you can do, because that's your life force essence that's you spilling. So if you spilled it into the earth, and you did your sun gazing, you know what I'm saying, that's a spell like that, you know what I mean, for one. Or you do something like on paper, you know what I'm saying, you go to Ethernet, the soul net, you see what I'm saying, with soul light, okay, boom. But that's in your blood too, so projection, you know what I'm saying, that's all it is, because word is a projection of sound, a transient. This is a projection. It's just, a projection. You hear a transient, the blood, magic, whatever you do, if you write it out on paper, you know what I'm saying, it's just a projection. So, my bad, y'all, I almost fell over, holy moly, tripping. So, basically, yeah, to wrap this up, it's the currency. It's the 100% most expensive proper one that you want to bring. If you don't have, like I told you, you don't have the rest of this, you want to bring this. You want to bring this. You want to bust it down. End of story. And it carries everything from head to toe. Light water, your thoughts, your impulses. If your blood flow is constricted, you got some issues. So I would advise you to not make your body purely acidic, but I would clean it out and keep some light in your heart. You know what I'm saying? And keep some light in the top. You know what I mean? I would suggest that. You know what I'm saying? I would just suggest it for you. On that note, get with the program. Alright, big bro. That's that part 2.